welcome. You're watching NewsX and I'm Shivani Singh. Now, can a war that actually shook the global economy, shut down the Strait of Hormuz and brought West Asia to the brink of catastrophe be wrapped up like a late-night real estate deal? Now, according to US President Donald Trump, the answer is a resounding yes. Speaking from the White House, Trump has confidently declared that the war with Iran will end. And I quote here, very quickly. He claims that Tehran is desperate to talk, begging for a deal, and completely exhausted by the conflict. It is classic Trumpian bravado, the art of the deal superimposed onto a brutal theater of war. But behind this sudden burst of optimism lies a much more volatile reality, one where the world was just 60 minutes away from a massive explosion. Let's look at what actually happened behind the scenes. Trump revealed that he was barely an hour away from launching a massive, full-scale military assault on Tehran. I'm quoting here, "We were all set to go." That's what Trump said. Now, the bombers were prepared, the targets were locked, and the countdown had begun. So what stopped him? Not a sudden change of heart, but a flurry of desperate phone calls from Middle Eastern allies. Leaders from Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and the UAE reportedly intervened at the 11th hour, urging the US president to hold his fire and providing assurances that Iran was finally ready to compromise. It was an extraordinary window into how global security is currently operating, oscillating wildly between total destruction and a diplomatic breakthrough on a whim. Now, Trump has extended the current ceasefire, but he has given Tehran a very strict timeline. Make a deal within days or face a very big hit. But Trump didn't stop at diplomacy. He went on to describe the absolute degradation of Iran's military infrastructure following months of US and Israeli strikes. In his words, and I quote here, "We wiped out their entire navy. Their air force is gone and their aircraft is gone as well." And his primary metric of success, it isn't just geopolitics, it's the global price of oil. Trump promised that the global crude prices are about to plummet because of abundant supply and an imminent peace deal. It is clear that it is a very clear attempt to in fact calm nervous global markets, which have been hammered by inflation ever since the conflict disrupted vital shipping lanes. Now, Trump is framing himself as both the ultimate warrior and the ultimate economic savior. But while Trump is projecting total victory abroad, he is facing sharp rebellion at home. On the exact same day that he made these statements, the US Senate delivered a very massive blow to his executive authority. In a 50 to 47 vote, the Senate passed a resolution aimed at stripping Trump of his unconstitutional war powers in Iran, demanding an immediate withdrawal of forces unless explicitly authorized by the Congress. Crucially, 4 Republican lawmakers broke ranks to join the opposition. So here is a real picture. Donald Trump is claiming Iran is on its knees. His allies are pleading for peace and the markets are about to recover. But at the exact same time, his own legislature is moving to tie his hands. Is this the final act of carefully calibrated military victory, or is it a leader looking for an exit strategy before his own Congress pulls the plug? Now, Trump has claimed that he can, in fact, achieve the best in this war, and he can end this war very quickly. But in West Asia, history shows that starting a war is easy. Ending it is where the illusion of control completely shatters.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.